Yeah, E1M1 magazine, issue number 6. Thank you very much for doing that, Purse. We got a lovely bit of Half-Life fan art there. We'll go through it pretty quick. Rupture. This is a game I've never heard of. It's not, is it out? It's TBA, but this was from a few years ago. Looks very chunky, interesting. Enchain, another game I've never heard of. Looks very bare bones, also not out. Tweaked up Gordon from Half-Life, but here we go. Incision, another grotty looking game. You know, that 90s low poly aesthetic and crunchy textures. Also TBA. It's the Ultra Kill robot. You like jumping off walls and shooting cool revolvers that coins that bounce off gun bullets off walls and around corners and stuff, then Ultra Kill's for you. Pre-Dimension, another game I've never heard of. That looks pretty cool. I like the hood. Is it GZ Doom based? Who knows? Also another game that's not out yet. Oh, when this magazine was released. Hellsing. That looks interesting. Sprite based, maybe another GZ Doom engine. ASCII? Or is it just Aska? Very Quake looking screenshots. It's Dirt Nurkum and smelly Bomb Snell Hammerson. Death Wish expansion for blood. This should have a star rating of 10, not 5. Should just have extra stars going off the edge of the page. Yeah, Bloatoid. New version is coming out very soon with a new episode and an entirely reworked pass on the first 2 episodes. Part of the new Night Dive Blood remaster. Is that the 3rd remaster at this point? Does it run on DOS though? I don't know if the new version will run on DOS, but 2.0 runs on DOS. That's what I've been playing it on. So maybe. Unless they've got like extended limits or whatever. Do I run on DOS? My bootloader is definitely DOS based. Plunder and pillage. This is a pirate shooter? GZ Doom pirate game. Rage, Mutant Bash TV. Wait, is this a separate game? Or it's just the mode in Rage? What a weird way of branding it. I think it's just Rage, but whatever. Oh no, it's for iOS. It's an iOS game? They made a Rage game for iOS, which was just the Mutant Bash TV mode? Well, that was weird. Oh, that's pretty sick. Nice. This Revenant getting his head crushed. That's badass. What a great drawing. Atomic Ranger was the artist. That a bit blurry. Scorpion Disfigured. Heard of it. Got a rating of 2. Nitro Family. That is a strange logo. From 2004. Yeah, that makes sense. Ice 9? Never heard of that either. 2005? It's FPS slop. It's mid-2000s FPS slop. Gene Troopers. Never heard of that one. That one got a better rating. Very blurry screenshots. Judge Dredd, Dredd vs. Death. This is a great game. It doesn't have a good rating. I feel like it should have a better rating than that. I remember playing the demos and it was pretty cool. The game I'd like to play on stream one day. That game, Judge Dredd vs. Death, and also the Butcher Bay game. You know, the Riddick game. There are a couple of Riddick games. Definitely the first one. Jokes on you, everything's blurry for me. Recently, everything has been blurry for me as well. I think I need glasses now. "13." Really fun game. I enjoyed it on the PS2. Onslaught. Don't know that one. Everyone knows Postal 2. Where would we be without Postal? The Riddick game is maybe the only game as shiny as Doom 3. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. The surface shader, white wibblies. Although the orange box version of Half-Life 2, in the train car at the beginning of the game, they messed up the shaders, and the red seats were very Doom 3 shiny for quite a few years. 13 got a really good remake. You should play it. Yeah, I should. They've got shaders and then used them for the worst things they could. You know what? The best use I ever remember, like actually having my mind blown at the time, shaders wise, was having a shader model 1.1 card and playing Unreal 2. Now the game Unreal 2, nothing major to write home about. It's an okay shooter. It's not a great sequel to Unreal, but as a standalone sci-fi shooter, it's not bad. However, at the beginning of the game, when you boot it up, it has this amazing demo scene intro with like 3D shapes and crazy particle stuff. And that looked like ass. Well, no, it looked cool, but it didn't look, it wasn't it wasn't mind-blowing when you use shader 1.1 or 1.2, whatever it was. And then I upgraded to a shader 2.0 card, and oh my god, that intro. It's crazy cool. The crazy particles and the shading effects and like all the different like glowing materials and stuff. GoldenEye 007. An amazing game. If you've never played GoldenEye 007 because you never had an N64 and you don't plan on ever getting an N64 and emulation's not for you, there's a PC source port with mouse and keyboard controls, because somebody reverse engineered and recompiled the game. So check that out. the GoldenEye 007 recompile project. Man, I love GoldenEye Source. I have the soundtrack and stuff in my music library. It's a great game. I wish more people played it still, because fighting against bots is fun, but that is a very that's a very Denton picture of Denton. Yeah, if you need a game for LAN deathmatch, GoldenEye Source is a good one. Alien Rage. I remember this. Also remember it not being great. I'm pretty sure did Civvy make a video on this? I'm not sure. That is some slop, yeah. You never finished Doom 3 because it was too jump scary. I should stream that one day if my eyes ever recover. Yeah. So if the original Doom 3 was very horror-y, very jump scary, especially with the whole having to use the flashlight and then switch to a gun thing. In the gold version of the game, or Game of the Year version of the game, the one that came bundled with Resurrection of Evil, which is sort of its companion sequel game, They changed it so ammo was slightly more plentiful. Your weapons hit a little harder. Yeah, is it the BFG edition? That's the one. BFG edition. Ammo is more plentiful. Your guns hit a little harder, and enemies hurt you a little bit less. And also made it so you could just turn the flashlight on and off without having to use it. So they effectively removed all of the... Yeah, they turned it into an action game. They removed the need for melee combat, which is what the flashlight was for. So if you don't like the horror mood aspect jump scare game, play the BFG version. You might like it more. But personally, I messed around with the leaked Doom 3 alpha that was stolen from a E3, I think, and that was cool. There was like ways to fix the scripting and stuff so you could play the E3 levels properly, and they were way more Resident Evil-y. Like, zombies wouldn't die unless you proper like eviscerated them. You'd shoot them in the gut, they'd fall over, and you think, "Ha! I killed this zombie," and then like 2 minutes later, it would get up and flank you through the shadows, and there was way more dark corners and stuff. Yeah, the duct tape mod came out the day the game came out. Yeah, the Half-Life 2 beta. Yeah, okay, that before it came out. Cough. Well, it was a different game that came out in the end, didn't they? Rework the engine from that point, and a lot of the game as well. Yeah. Apparently, it's got a good rating. From 2021. Never heard of it. Some slight differences, not too much. Yeah. Well, there was two Half-Life 2 leaks. There was an alpha leak and there was a beta leak. I think I only had to go with the alpha leak, which was the one that had all of the E3 test levels in it. You know, with the stained glass Gordon Freeman lighting demo and the pinko what's it called, pachinko machine pegs, and the physics gun, and it had all of the little set pieces that were in various trailers and things, like the Ravenholm docks and Trap Town, which was also Ravenholm, I think. And whole new physics gun. What else was there? There was some like vehicle tests and stuff. The reason that I absolutely refused to use Steam, because I was like, "Nah, fuck that DRM shit." I was just back in the day. Devil Daggers, an amazing, very addictive game that I just don't play anymore because it's you play it and then it's like it's the Vampire Survivors effect, right? It's just very addictive gameplay. Early Steam was extremely shit. You use like half your RAM and crashed 80 times a day. You stuck with 1.2.0. Out of principle. You still don't. Got to do that someday. I have used Steam before any games came out on it. I was a strange kid. I was like, I want to try everything new. I was like messing around with Longhorn builds, being like, yeah, I can't wait for Vista. What the fuck? And yeah, I signed up for the beta of Steam so that I could play the new version of Counter-Strike. The new beta of Counter-Strike, which was like beta 1.6, and they added the FAMAS and the Riot Shield. And yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm signing up for that. So my Steam name, this was before you had usernames. So my Steam username is my email address that has been defunct for 20 years. That's fun. If you signed in, this Steam has had this since the beginning, since as long as I can remember, I think. If you signed in you could then go into an offline mode where all of your games would work and you could play them without an internet connection for, it was like 6 months or something. It's a really long time. Yeah, the blob file would kill itself. Yeah, I remember that. You used to just make a backup of the blob file, and you'd task manager kill Steam and all of its processes, swap your original blob in, restart the PC, and then have the Steam auto launch itself, and then you would be like back in offline mode. This is back when we still had dial-up. Steam Offline is unlimited now. Oh, that's cool. You see? Valve are alright. Somehow. Cathedral 3D. Wizard powers. His hands are very... Unlimited power. Paradox Vector. Very sort of cyberspacey grid wireframes. Interesting. Bloom. They're running out of games, names for shooters, aren't they? Looks interesting. Nice looking shotgun. It's Dookie Nukie on his chopper from forever. The Dumpf 2001. Didn't they improve something really vital to Linux, like the task management engine or something, the thing that decides what processes get like priority processing power or something to fix like gaming lag issues on Linux, and it's actually turned out to be amazing for servers. Wanted Dead or Alive. Did we miss one? No, it was just Duke Nukem. I need to stream Duke Nukem 3D already. Yeah, you do. I ain't afraid of no Quake. That's one doomed space marine. Oh, look, it's all the build games, except for Dusk and Time Splitters 2. Wait, that was technically an expanded Wolfenstein engine game, wasn't it? And that's Total Meltdown. Is that an expansion?
Talon 1024 just redeemed. Look at a PC game box.
I don't think I have Hexen Beyond Heretic. I should really think about that redeem. It was the PlayStation port, and it comes with its own episode, Plug and Pray. The PlayStation soundtrack is very interesting. Fair enough. This is like bosses. I have unusual multiplayer mode. Yeah, captured the babe. I forgot about that. That was very weird. I'm pretty sure Postal had one as well, didn't it? Where you stole prostitutes or something. It was, yeah, gaming was a bit... Hey, BGH. How's it going? Warm. The book. They're reviewing books now? Super rare. Little dev shout out. That's nice. John Romero interview. Ooh. Do you see yourself revisiting the genre of some of your original works with Romero games in the future? Yes, I do plan on making another FPS with Romero games. Can't reveal any details, however. Didn't they have a Kickstarter? And nobody it didn't meet any goals. I had to cancel it. Oh no, he wants to make me his bitch. Does that say capture the babe? Yeah, that was Duke Nukem's one. Yeah. Oh no, it's Daikatana. Quickly run away. Anyway, oh, that's awesome as well. Shadow Warrior. That's pretty dope. Very cool.